Oh, look at that skin. I owe it all to water and great genetics. But look at that fade. Oh, my stylist really hooked me up with a beautiful fade, and I appreciate her very much. The light, it's always shining bright when it comes to Mr. Wonderful and when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory. And I'm glad I got you beautiful people out there, the fellas. Oh, I know you're looking great as well. And those beautiful ladies, the ladies that I call my cheerleaders, I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and giving Mr. Wonderful some love that he so gratefully deserves. So we are on the segment, right, of shoes that people have forgotten about. And that's what I'm about to bring you, this beautiful shoe in front of me. I have showed you 3 so far, and I'm about to show you number 4. So sit back, relax. Oh, if you're thirsty, go get a cold beverage. If you're hungry, go to the kitchen and grab yourself something to eat. Come back, relax, and let's talk about these shoes that people have forgotten about, or the collaborations that people have forgotten about. This one right here doesn't get enough love, and I know it's been long and gone for so far. But here we go. Sneaker Profiles 149, and this shoe in front of me is a beauty. I feel like the color, the colorway pops, but the brand, the materials used, the brand I should say is very underrated, but those materials used, they're very smooth and they're great when it comes to this shoe in hand. Unfortunately, I have not gotten this one out and I have never wore it, but I'm so glad that I'm going to do the sneaker profile on, because you know what? I'm about to bust this one out pretty damn soon. So this shoe actually came with an entire capsule. And I believe that the capsule was a really solid capsule. I actually owned a t-shirt and it's still brand new in the bag, and I definitely got to bring it out when I do decide to bust these shoes out in front of me. This was a collaboration, a 3-way collaboration, just like the last one, Sneaker Profiles 148. But this one, 3 different brands in front of me, 3 different personalities when it comes to this shoe. But when it's all rolled up in one, what a beautiful shoe that we have in hand, and that I have in my hand specifically, and that's in the collection. So this shoe was released back in 2015. Okay, we're talking about 8 years ago. 8 years ago to be exact. Okay, so this shoe, it was released back in August of 2015. I'm trying to locate the actual date, but I don't see one. Oh, there it is. August 20th, 2015. The retail price on this shoe was $200. So the price tag on this shoe is pretty high, especially for being back in 2015. The 200 mark was rarely actually seen. Because I know Jordans weren't retailing at $220 back in 2015. I know they were probably slightly below that, maybe 180, 185 mark at that current time, from what I can remember. But this one right here, $200 retail price. So the price tag's high. So you know you should be getting good quality, and you should be getting one hell of a collaboration. And I feel like they did all 3 or all 2 of those in this one, and plus more. Okay, so this is a collaboration with Diadora, a collaboration with Packers, and a collaboration, with the Wu-Tang member Raekwon. And then also commemorating his album that we call the Purple Tape. So from what I heard, and I hope I heard this wrong, they actually did a retro of this shoe, and I hope that's not true, because I wasn't aware of this. But this shoe is the original one. In case they did do a retro, this is the original Purple Tape Diadora 9000. Okay, so in case you're wondering, well, Purple Tape, what the hell is that? Well, Purple Tape was an album that Raekwon produced. It was an individual album, right? It wasn't any collaboration. Wu-Tang, it was his personal album that he put out. So, like I said, this was a collaboration with Packer Shoes, which is a boutique, a shoe boutique to be exact, and also Raekwon, and then you got Diadora's, and this is a 9000, and this is known as the purple tape. And let's take a look at the box first. Okay, so purple tape, right? Back then when, you know, albums were produced, they actually came out on tapes, and they also came out on CDs. Well, this album, this specific album, came out in 1995. As you can see right here, right on the top of the lid of the box. But then look at that beautiful Love Raekwon. So I was looking up like Raekwon's signature, and this is very similar to his signature. So I want to say this is authentic right here. So this person that I purchased this from, this wasn't from StockX pickup. This was from an eBay pickup, and from what I remember, I paid a pretty penny for this one because this shoe, right, was impossible to find. So let's take a look at the box. You do got that Diadora hit right there. Of course, Packer, Raekwon, and Diadora labeling right here. It goes based off that old parental advisory that you would see on all the albums. And of course, you got that Packer hit. And then right here, there you go. N.9000 purple tape, violet helium, size 10. Oh, Mr. Wonderful hit you with the size 10. I know that you're so always knowing that I purchased the 10.5 and how I gloat about that, how I gloat that the majority of my collection is a 10.5 because that's what I wear. But with this one, I did my research, and it says these 9000s, when it comes to Diadora, they run a half size big. So that's why I sized down to a 10. And you know what? I was right. So you got the Raekwon hit on the lid of that box, the 1995 on that lid of the box. Now let's take a look at this beautiful shoe that I have in my hand. The purple tape based off Raekwon's album. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of backstory on this. So this shoe takes hues from the original cassette tape version of the album that was done in the purple and has since become commonly referred to as the purple tape. Other details to go along with the celebrated release include the full track listing of the album on the insoles. The shoe also includes the parental advisory style tongue label and that 1995 embroidery on the heel and the numbers 1 and 2 to reflect the two sides of the tape. Who remembers that? Oh, all the older people, the fellas, and all the older beautiful ladies that I have out there, the older cheerleaders. Who remembers how tapes work? Right? You had side 1, you flip it around, and then you had side 2, just like this shoe right here. And let's go on with this shoe. So this shoe was released on August 20th exclusively at SOB in New York City, and with that special concert with Raekwon. So like I've been saying, this was an entire capsule, right? You had the New Era hat, you had that t-shirt, and then you also had that Made in Italy track jacket, was all that came with the capsule. And let me tell you, that capsule was it was a great capsule. Great, but ultimately I only wanted was the t-shirt. And hopefully I will be able to wear that one day along with these shoes. Now let's go on with this beautiful shoe that I have in hand. All right, so here we go. Diadora, all right, beautiful Diadora hit on the midsole. Love that gray midsole, but also that goes into that purple. I just love how the breakdown is though. You got that nice silver. I'm sorry, not gray, but silver on the midsole, purple hits, and then you got it broken up in purple and silver. Beautiful. This is right here is more of that smooth nubuck. As you can see when I rub my fingers through it, it does slightly change. And then you got more of that darker, right, violet color, purple right here, and more of that nubuck. This right here is actually like a rubber or like plastic. Diadora symbol right there. Beautiful. I love that. Nice silver eyelets right there for the laces to go through. You got that nice 1995 embroidered on the rear of the heel. You do got that number 1. So on the other shoe, you definitely be getting the number 2. I love this hit right here. I don't know if this is, it feels like 3M. So you take a photo, I'm sure that would change color. But the lateral side, right, is exactly like the medial side. So nothing's changed on that. I do love this though. This definitely reminds me of like a New Balance toe cap. But you do got that nylon. And then you got these nice black laces. And of course, like I mentioned in the description, you do got that parental advisory labeling, but it says Packer, Raekwon, Diadora, N.9000. And then inside, like I mentioned as well, you do got the side 1. And then you have all the songs on side 1 right there. And then really quick, I love the lace tips on this. You do got purple lace tips with the black laces. Beautiful shoe, right? Clear outsole, kind of like a nice pinkish, or I would say like a purplish, right? So it's kind of like similar to this right here on the outsole. Beautiful shoe though. Let me know if you remember this shoe when it came out back in 2015. Let me know if you know the album, the Purple album that came out in 1995. Both great, right? The album was great. This shoe is great. And Mr. Wonderful is great. So we got a 3-way collaboration with great when it comes to this one. Beautiful shoe though. Let me know if you would like to have this in your collection, or is this too much purple for you? I feel like it's just enough. Beautiful shoe. Definitely the styling when it comes to this shoe, you probably would want to wear light blue denim, not too light, but light blue, but also black. I think black would be perfect just to balance out, you know, the black kits in the shoe. And of course, probably like a black tee, because this is really would be the staple piece of that entire fit, because it's just so far out there. The Diadora N.9000 collaboration with Raekwon and Packer shoes. Beautiful collaboration. Got the Raekwon signature on the box. What can I say? That's just how Mr. Wonderful does it each and every time. But of course, I forgot to do the fit check in the beginning, but really quick, I do got that tag Aqua Racer that matches, this beautiful sweatshirt, the APC. Nice APC hits right there in navy. The gray, the sweatshirt is gray. I got a white tee underneath. And then of course, I got the blue rag and bone denim to put it all together. I appreciate you once again for stopping on by for Sneaker Profiles 149. And guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, those beautiful ladies out there. One more away. We are one shy of the 150 mark. But hey, sit tight. That will be delivered to you in a couple of days. Enjoy the reels. Enjoy the shorts when it comes to YouTube. That'll be hitting you, especially with this one. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Trust me. Trust me when I say, and how I always say it, Floyd on YouTube is just too sweet.